Hey, what's up? Back again.
That first bass note hit me in the chest, and I was just like, there's no way that's 2/8.
MB Enclosures has his own YouTube channel, and this guy is an animal when it comes to designing boxes.
Okay, before we do this frequency test, I wanted to just test out these parameters. Like I said, some of them are very questionable, particularly if it's on the thing. If y'all, I'm gonna zero this in. You see where it says the linear excursion is 0.25 peak to peak. I mean 10.5 millimeters peak to peak, but the maximum excursion is 38 millimeters. And then they have the equation, or the equivalent, right next to it. So it's 0.4 inches linear and a little greater than 3 times that maximum. That didn't even make any sense. The BL is listed quite high, so I wanted to, I put out my DATs, as you can see, because I wanted to see, just how far off they were, if they were off at all. And so I DATed, and what I found was that the RE is correct. The RE, this is a dual 4 sub, so it's 3.1. When you wire them in parallel, which is, as you can see, I haven't wired here on my device. Sorry about that. Then it came down to, let me blow this up for y'all can see that. Turn over to, let me see, blow this up a little bit more so you can see that. Those are the specs I pulled. And the resistant 1.6, they got it. That's right for a dual 4-on voice core. The FS they had 52. I came up with 56. So maybe we got to do this a couple of times to actually see it. I did it 5 times before I settled down on this and just going with this. The QTS they have listed on the manual of 0.4. I came up with 0.46. I think that's good. They got that right. And the QES, they have it at 0.5, and I came up with a QES of 0.5 as well. So that's a very, very nice sounding 8. I must say that. There was some other discrepancies. They had the QMS of 2.3. I came up with 5. This is a measurement of the losses here. The LE, I got 0.5, and they got their LE, their inductance at, I did have it listed here, 2.3. So, but this is at 10K hertz. Maybe they are, I don't know what they're looking at. How they got that out. The mass is 29.6 grams. The VAS, and you're going to use the VAS and the FS to give you an idea. And the QTS design was the optimum box. You need at least those 3. But the Bass Pro is about 6. We can use all of this and get a complex equivalent to see what's the best box to put them in. They have the VAS at 4 liters, which comes to 0.14. And I actually came up with 0.6. So that's a significant difference. They got their VAS listed at 0.14. Maybe they're pulling that after break-in. I don't know. Well, right out the box, I'm getting 0.6. So that's a difference of at least 0.5. And that's a significant distance. But the 2 that matter, the 3, the FS, the QTS, and the QES were right on point. So I just wanted to put that out there before we get to the free air sweep. Okay, we're going to do a frequency sweep. Y'all going to see it the first time when I see it. There is no upper center being used. I'm going to go, I think I got the volume where I need it to be. Let me see. Make sure. Yeah, right about there. Let's see how it moves. We're looking at the QMS, which I have rated at 5.2. And look at this 10.5 millimeter excursion from peak to peak on 500 watts. Being powered by Robert Fosgate 1200.1, and we are at a 2 ohm load. 1.6 probably gonna rise was gonna rouse a lot with it being outside this box slab. But we're just gonna try just basically just see the movement, see what's going on. We're gonna start from 20 hertz and drop and go up. Let's go from 20 to 50. Then we'll dial in certain frequencies and just see how it responds. Make sure I might have to make sure we're gonna rock the first we're gonna go in negative 3 dB. Just make sure we don't over skirt it, excuse me. And let's begin. It definitely has response. Quiet. Of course, it's gonna vibrate. That's the Lazy Susan itself. Let's see. We give it a little bit more. Let's go to negative 1.5 and try that again. I just want to see the response right here. 20 to 50, I think is pretty cool. It's definitely moving around 30. Okay. This is no epicenter here. This is straight signal. I always put the epicenter on and go a little higher and drop it back down to see it move a lot more, because it's easier on the amplifier with the power system I have here. Now that's okay. We just give it the full go here. Boom. Let's try it again. 20 to 50. What I'm noticing is very quiet. Tribute to that basket design. This Generation 2 basket. Very quiet. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna go from 50. No, I'm gonna put it at 30. Put it at 30 hertz. Go up a little higher to 60. Take it back to negative 3. Turn the FL on just a little bit, maybe a quarter. All right. And now let's really see if we can get some movement out this boy, Pop. Let's go with it. And the movement's going to occur as we start going up in frequency. We'll cut it back down an octave. So we can get as it's going up, it's cutting it in half. When we get to 60, it's going to drop it back down to about 30. Oh, I didn't give it enough epicenter. And then dropping it back, it's big. Okay, it's doing a pass through. Okay, it did a pass through. My bad, fellas. I didn't give enough. I wanted to go up and come back. So let me give it just a little bit more. What this is telling me, this is a great QMS though. I will say that. And now as it go up, it's going to drop it back down. Let's see what happens. Because basically this 30 is going to be like a 15. And then it's going to come up. All right. So whatever number you see at the bottom of that iPad, cut it in half, and that's what's actually going to be played. With significantly more power. So we can see this. Yeah, here we go. Here comes the movement. Quite well. I did quite well. I'm not even gonna touch it again. That did quite well. That's just the truth, y'all. That did quite well. What it's telling me right now is that they bought a design. They don't even know what all it does, but they bought a motor structure, and a top plate, and it's sufficient because this thing just has a single dampener, and they don't even know what they have, which is not surprising. But you might have a jewel here. That's definitely a lot more than 10 millimeters of excursion peak to peak. A lot more. Substantially a lot more. Substantial amount more. Let's see if I can get y'all a little light here. That's what I'm trying to see. There we go. There we go. Which I want to see. Put it down. I know some of you want to see what I want to see. I want to see that spider go through its stroke. That spider's barely moving. A lot more throw on that spider. Some of that noise is because they didn't use a pole vent. So some of that popping noise is the air hitting that dust cap and going back. So that's some of the noise. But other than that, it's very quiet. It's a very nice basket design. You know, Cosmos used this, but I think right now, if they were to put a pole vent, it would be significantly quieter than it is right now. And you definitely got more throw on that spider than 10.5 millimeters. Let's look at this. I'm looking to go back up one more time, and that'll be it. For $214, so far so good. Okay, we climbing, or we going back down. Now we finna start climbing again. What we're gonna look for right now is dimpling on the surround. That's what we want to see, dimpling on the surround. And see if we get a little bit more power. Quite well, didn't it? Let's see. Let's give it a little. Let's go down a dB. See what we get there. Let's see if it bottoms out this time. It's been powered by waterfalls gate 1200.1 at 2 ohms, so it's 800 watts. But with all this, we are rising, but let's see. I want to see if it's gonna. I want to see if the surround doubles. That's what I'm looking for here. All right. Shoot, let's just take it up. Let's take it all the way up. Let's take it up this last time, see what happens. Let's see what happens. You done had what? At least 6-7 times up. You should be getting a little loose. Got a bump at 35. Remember, everything you see here is being cut in half. So, okay, we're going back up one more time. Let's see. This is all clean signal here. Oh, that boy just throwing. I know some of y'all like to see that. I know I do. So what I'm gonna basically say is, congratulations, Audiopipe. You might need to get your manual fixed. Get your things written correctly. But you have passed the 2 primary tests, the unboxing. See what I like and see. And then this QMS testing. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Next, let's see what it sounds like in the box.